Alrighty, here goes nothing. Right, we're trying to create a flange with 3 equidistant holes. One by there, one by there, one by there. Now, I've tried a few ways of doing this, and it just messes up tinkercad. It just goes baloney. It's on the flipping clue. So hopefully you'll know how to create a ring like this and a rod like this. This is the first sheet, really. Right, so I've made the ring so high that details aren't important of how thick it is. Whatever thickness you want your flange to be, you know how to set that, hopefully. Same as the diameters, you know how to set them. Or if you don't, you need to look at some other tutorials, to be honest with you. Does that sound sarcastic? I hope not. Right. So I basically want to create a hole right at the top of reasons which will become clear. I'm actually starting off with this rod that I've made that will be the diameter of the hole that I want. Now, it doesn't matter where I place this. You could place it around here, down there. It doesn't matter where I'm starting because I'm going to rotate the entire ring 2 lots of 120 degrees, which will give us 360, thus giving us the 3 equidistant pins. Right. So I'm going to rotate this around so you can see it. Now this is important, you're going to watch this. Only that item pin is selected, and I've got that triangle that turns red. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up. Sorry. I put it on the workpiece where I want it, the exact distance, and I'm going to lift it out of the workpiece. There's a very good reason for this. You may not know unless you try and play around and mess it all up. This is the only way it seems to work for me. So I've lifted out the workpiece. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I can select the two of them together. You can see that little blue tinge on both of them. And I can actually link them together. So I'm going to click away, because if I click on anything while all those points are showing up, it'll just move the dimensions and not the actual part. So you see I can move it around now. That part is locked. Okay, for a better view, I'm going to right click and rotate it down so it's almost on top of it, but not quite. It's personal preference. It says what way I want to see it. Now, I'm going to click away now and make sure. Right, I've got it all selected now, that and that. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. Right, you can press Ctrl D or you can duplicate. Now, basically, you've got the two of these items, one identically placed on top of the other. Now, what you're going to do is you've probably got the top one selected. I don't know what the rules are in tinkercad, but the topmost copy is going to be selected. This probably doesn't matter at this point whether it's the top or the bottom, because there's two of them. So you're going to click on the angle arrows which turn red here, click on it and bring your mouse down to this little box. Now you see it's turned red. You can click on it and type in 120, and I just dropped my mouse. Ugh. Mouse recovered. Okay, 120, and I can hit enter. Now, as you can see, it's moved it around. The perspective looks a bit odd there. It's because they're up in the air, right? If you see them dead on, you see that it is 120, but it just looks a bit weird. It's in mid-air. Right. Now, this is where it gets a bit... This step is important, otherwise it causes problems. Select it all again. Over here, and make sure you're in group. If you don't ungroup it, when you rotate it around, you might rotate this first one around, and it'll be an exact copy of this one in exactly the same place. And it just messes up tinkercad. You need them all disconnected. And the way to prove they're disconnected is to go like this and try and select each one. See, I can select that one, I can select that one. And if anything else happened, you've done something wrong and you need to go back and make sure that all these three are unselected. Now the next trick then is not to select all of them, but you only want that pin. See, now that's gone and showed as if it looked like all three were selected, but it's not. So it's showing that and that I've got that blue haze and that one hasn't. So the last one's been left hanging in mid-air, technically. So I'm going to connect those two together. So these two now are intimately connected. Now I'm going to duplicate again. But remember, I've duplicated the ring and the second pin, not the first pin. That's been left out for now, because if I'd duplicated that, when I rotate around later, that first pin would end up having two pins in position 2, for want of a better word. Okay, I've duplicated that now. So now the one my duplicate I want to rotate around again, and it's 120 degrees again from the position it's at. Almost forget to hit enter. Almost done now. Again, that looks weird because they're floating in midair. I've just clicked away and I'll show you the angle. Right, see they're in midair, blah blah blah. There's a reason for this again. It all goes weird if you don't do it, I guess. Now, this is a little shortcut. Do this. Actually, no, I'll take that back. If you select everything and make sure it's all disconnected. Connect away, click away now, and to double check they're all actually disconnected, click on that one. You should get an individual. It's not linked to anything else. So again, click on this, it's not linked to anything else. Third time, click on this, it's not linked to anything else. Job done. Now if I go like this, I've got all three selected, and you can see I can actually move all three. Hopefully you know what's going to happen next. Let's see if you can guess. I'm going to turn them into holes. I then come over and bring them down into the workpiece. Now I go through them, doesn't really matter. You can go to see the height thing on the right, put it to 0 if you like, doesn't make a difference. Okay, click away. Now again, select the whole thing, and this is where you make it into a group them all. I'll bring it back here. There you can see your 3 holes. Job done. 1 flange.